When you do clip, you want the rope to come from the rock out to you. See that? It's even more apparent if you didn't, because now it does this, and so when you leave, you see that? When you fall, it's more possible for that to happen. Okay, so that's called back clipping. You don't want to be back clipped. You always want the rope to be what?
Going to your direction.
From the rock out. Everyone say that. From the rock out. Great, from the rock out. Okay. Yeah, because you're going to rock out. Palm up. Okay, so palm up. That's how you're going to grip the rope. From there, you just have to situate the rope so you can grip it. You see on my 2 fingers, and it's running along the other 2 fingers. So these 2 fingers are gripping it. The other 2 are just holding it. This is my stabilizer. The key important piece is to always stabilize your carabiner. See that? So you're stabilizing the carabiner. What you're trying to do is create something hard right here that will actually push the gate open. From that point, if I can grip it just like this, I don't want to put my finger inside of there, because if you fall, you could possibly break your finger. So you can clip without putting your finger in there. It's possible. Okay, and the way that you would do that is you'd stabilize the carabiner, and then from here you rotate behind. You see that? So here there's a lot of movement in this system, so I'm going to hold it. But again, palm up, 2 fingers, hold it. Bring it in and stabilize the carabiner. From here, you keep the grip that you have on that rope right there, and you pass it behind. It's a spiral behind. Okay, so that's one method. Okay. The other method is you palm up. You're gripping the rope the exact same way, just like this. You come to stabilize it, but you can't because the gate's not on the right side. Okay? No stress. You just rotate it until you can stabilize it now with your middle finger, and now you pinch it with your 2 fingers. From that point, you roll it in just like that on the front side. And from there, you're good to go. You're concerned about falling, right? The ground fall potential, okay? And then you actually want to get in a good position, right? So you have to find some stability, because then now one arm is coming off, right? So you have to find that stable position. Now, watch if you're clipping up here. See what happens to my feet? So watch what happens. Whenever you raise your heels in climbing, oftentimes your feet slip. So now, if you're clipping above your head, you have the most amount of rope out, and now you're in a really bad position if you move your feet up. So the ideal place to clip is between your chin and your waist. Here. So then it's this motion. You're never really doing more than this motion. Now if you're in a ground fall potential where you really need to get the rope up, it's okay, but remember this, your heels. If your heels come up, you could slip. So this isn't good to clip up there if possible. The best places to clip is between your chin and your waist, just like this, okay? Now, why people put it in their mouth is because they need more rope, because you're clipping up here. Okay, so not every time can you climb higher to get that, or you might be in some risky scenario. Being aware of your position. Oftentimes with lead climbing, it's about fear. You're more concerned about that bolt than you are about the climbing. So your mind has shifted. So if you can stop and just take a deep breath and climb through it, it's probably your best bet, so you can clip in a better position. If you do have to put the rope in your mouth, okay, like this, I have actually met someone who lost his teeth because he fell, and right when you fell, this is your motion. And it ripped his teeth out. I met him. So it happens. Alright? So this is what I do. If I have to do it, I put it, I might actually have a cold sore, but I put it on.
That's probably why you have
that.
Sorry.
I make love to my rope. So I do put it in my lip if I can.
Okay.
Otherwise, I try to just clip between my chin and my waist.
That's what I need to think
Then
about
I
doing,
don't do
because
that.
usually the second I can reach that sucker, I try and clip it. So I need to just climb a little higher first.
Just breathe. It's about the climbing, it's not about the fear. It's a whole mental strategy that your mind, when you're lead climbing, is like, oh my God, I'm gonna die, you know? I gotta get this thing clipped!
Yep.
But you forget that, wait a minute, I like climbing. I think I'm just gonna do this move.